Cover from the beginning to the end. The blood. You do this very well, Abraham. You do this very well.
Okay. These people are coming out from inside bush. The people they attacked. They are coming out inside bush. See, this person is down. Oga, Alpha, are you okay? Huh? You are not okay. As they block the road. As they block, they take their time and block everywhere.
This will waste time, Ghana.
You see road block.
Oh, this man now. This man is Roshisha.
Are you sure? Look.
Oh, this man is Roshisha. Here. This man.
The whole convoy that is already stopped at the port.
So I was
the story was that they were lucky enough. Yeah, they still got attacked. Initially, the impression was that some criminals mounted roadblocks and they suspected that they would be kidnappers. However, they ended up just robbing them and injuring them. From what we gathered from that happened 2 nights ago. Okay, so in Imo State, the statements of the commissioner of police, another commissioner in the government of Hopeless Ozodin Joe, addressed the press on their discovery of a supposed mortuary where organs of the corpses, unidentified corpses, hundreds, they call them, hundreds of them. The atrocities of the last 6 years, right? Proudly sponsored by the criminal politicians in that state as well. Miami has led to this. Is a discovery. And they are personally shocked, Watch this.
Sir, may we know while you are here this afternoon, what's the purpose of your coming to this place?
Okay, good afternoon, members of the press. We received an intelligence report that unregistered mortuary is being discovered in this vicinity. His Excellency delegated the Commissioner for Health, the local government chairperson of Fungo Pala. Myself, I came to represent the Inspector General of Police. We visited this place. We saw scattered corpses, mutilated corpses in this environment. What we have seen, the corpses that we discovered are more than 100. And the owner of the mortuary is on the run. We sent for him, he refused to come. And severally, we mounted surveillance, whether we'll be able to get him, he's on the run. And by the information we gathered, they used this place in dumping the corpses of what they call organ harvest. Organs harvest. And we are appealing on members of the public, whoever that have corpse here, to come forward, because His Excellency wants to unveil who are running this unauthorized mortuary. Because it's been in existing, it's now that we discover it, and by His grace, we arrest the suspects, and he's going to face the full wrath of the law. Thank you.
But are you by this as declaring him wanted?
We have already declared him wanted. is on the road. Do not see anybody here. And this health hazard. And by His grace, the Commissioner of Health is here, the pathology is here. We may soon make a mass burial. Okay. Because it's constituting health hazard of this village.
So why you do that? Are you going to seal up this environment?
I think the Excellency want to even destroy the whole facility after obtaining legal order.
Okay, let's speak to the Commissioner for Health.
Good afternoon, members of the press. We came here today, and I'm here. My name is Dr. Maiyegun General, Commissioner for Health, Imo State, and I'm here on the instance of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Imo State, to come and inspect the facility that the police has reported, to be of suspicious activities, said to be a mortuary. We have checked our records and we've not seen this place registered or any up-to-date registration of this facility in Ministry of Health. So we've come here to inspect, and we found a lot of hundreds of dead bodies, decomposed, not taken care of. There's nothing to show that this place is a mortuary. There's nothing happening here, or even if you look at the corpses, there's nothing to show that there's any way they were trying to preserve them.
Sir, may we know while you are
just cadavers, I'll be able to record that the human cadaver, the cadaver. That is what they have in there. And if you have been a regular on Maiyegun's diary, Politico, right? You possibly would have watched some of the sessions where the victims of the police or the security profiling in the eastern part of Nigeria. Yeah, with this series on that, the survivors who came out to talk about their experience at the Tiger base in Owerri. And let's agree that maybe the government, they are not aware of such a illegal mortuary operating, within the states. Let's kind of give them the benefit of the doubt, which obviously is rubbish, by the way. But yeah, we have had people who have said they watch every day as they take people killed, either through torture, starvation, or every other thing, or even like through like shooting and killing them, or others that they harvested their organs live while they are still alive. All these horrible, horrible stories, they are on social media. They've been there for years now. But what they really kind of like paid attention enough to open a probe into their activity, or activities rather. But now there's a discovered illegal mortuary with hundreds of corpses, right? Anyway, let's move a bit forward from Anambra and stop by a little bit, in the, somebody actually said something earlier about when I was describing what I thought should be a way that the security agents actually gather their intelligence and then build their case against a set of, gang or a group of criminals, right? And somebody said, you are talking about Nigeria. But they'll do it if, for example, right, if the wife of a politician is kidnapped, you will understand that Nigerian police, they are actually really good at their job. If any of them comes under any form of, attack, so to say, they will track and walk like what the police should actually be like. But no, now let's leave that. We all know that the entire insecurity going on in Nigeria, right, is the creation of these rogues, right? intentionally, and others like due to their actions, by the way, right, which is can also be like intentionally too, the entire problems. And the way they have been handling some of these issues, which have now become this so big, huge now, right, also will tell you their own culpability in all of it. How do you go on and rescue kidnapped school children, and there is not a single terrorist, right, in custody, not a single one? How do you face the people and say that children were taken from their schools into the forest? I want to believe into the forest for nearly 2 weeks, 315 school children. And then you started giving us a batch by batch. First, they said, 50 children escaped. It was not 49, it wasn't 51, just 50. Then after that, they said, they've rescued 11. Oh, all right. So 11, what about their kidnappers? And also, what about the rest? No, they are still working. They are using intelligence to get them. So to me, it's like the kidnappers are like dropping the children and taking the rest away, dropping some and taking the rest away. That's the impression they are giving. 315 school children were taken from their school in Papiri, Niger State. And since then, they have made it not a national issue. They have played it down so well that even Nigerians, possibly many Nigerians, don't even like really care, because they have no information to make them care. The government ensure that the media never really push it, right? Because they are doing it in at their own pace. We are talking to the kidnappers. We are tracking them. We are sure you get. But yeah, today they said another 100 school children have been rescued. Yeah, and there is no kidnapper in custody. So we're counting the numbers. That will bring everything down to 154 left. Yeah, 154 after this 100. Now let's take a look at the rescued 100 school children from Niger State as they were delivered to Tobago, their governor, in their government house this afternoon.
Don't allow them follow.
Can we move back? Can we move back, please? Hey, look.
So we are happy that the children are back. But what we are not happy, I hope I can use that compound now, the way to the color, and say we, those of us that continue to question the logic behind this kidnapping, as well as the catch and release idea of the politicians, that in my own opinion hasn't helped at all whatsoever. So how do you go into the den of a terrorist in your country who took children, and you're not really enraged enough that you started taking them back in batches? So I want to understand the logic behind that. Okay, so the terrorists are smiling to the bank. That is my own belief. The terrorists that we have seen publicly, in a peace meeting with the supposed government officials, security agents. So now, what do we know that they are doing behind the scene? What kind of deals are they making with these guys? They're not telling us. And yeah, that's our own worry. Their governor, in their usual way, trying to praise this achievement. How is this an achievement when the perpetrators are actually smiling to the bank?
Your Excellency, Deputy Governor of Niger State, distinguished senators present, members of the House of Representatives, our traditional rulers here present, South Chiefs here present, our brothers from the CAN, they are here, the parents of these children here too, members of my cabinet, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Today is fundamental and very, very important.
Can we step back, I beg?
To redefining the history of this state. I want to thank Mr. President for giving us all the necessary input to rescue these children. I want to thank the NSA and every other person that has been responsible in the recovery of these children. I want to thank development partners here, the UNICEF and others also. Thank you all. And for those that have been praying, continue to pray. We wish to recover the remaining students that are still in captivity, and by the grace of God, in a very short time from now, we're going to record them, inshallah. I want to reassure parents and guardians of these children that they will be safely delivered to them very, very soon. We have called on medical health workers to come and look at them. They will be checked properly and before taking them back to the parents. We are working closely with CAN to make sure that they are safely returned back home. Let me thank you, everybody, for staying this just to receive these people. It's very, very important that we all stay here to receive them. And I'm emotionally broken down because I saw their sizes, I saw their ages, you know, but it's not for today. Thank you, God bless you.
I'm done. What are you not done?
Nuisance, Lily.
Together, the language, we rescued these children. We want to thank the president, the NSA, for giving us all the necessary, resources to rescue these children. And we want to appeal to the parents of these children that we are still working on rescuing the rest of the children. Rescue, 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 rescue. Do you understand?